we can identify weak areas and how to improve things, and thereby we can facilitate and identify training opportunities for our workers to do better, perform better. We can get the support and engagement of staff. With the right quality management system, they will set the kind of organizational wide direction, what to do, how to do, but in the long run, how we are going to improve, how we are going to align our processes with the industry requirements, that thereby, hello, just start thinking, right? Again, just start thinking so that you will understand it. Otherwise, you will maybe, I know. And also we can show outsiders, especially our customers, our readiness to produce quality output and our readiness to produce consistent quality package. So likewise, there are many benefits. Do you agree? So that is why quality management should be a serious work, serious activity. Now, the issue is that in most of the industries, competition is less. Customers are not demanding for higher quality. Top management, they lack of understanding the benefits of quality management. Due to all these reasons, in a country like Sri Lanka, there's a low concern, not adequate concern for quality management. Will that be the case or will have time? In the competition intense, if there are more industry players, there are more competition. And when your customers are more educated, they look for this. That you no longer can produce low quality things and supply and survive in it. Why the quality? The standards may be upgraded, but you can't just perform below the standards. Then ensure your quality. Right? So for that, right quality management techniques should be used. There are many benefits. Now here is slide number 24. More precisely, now one of you asked how to measure the success of quality management techniques and all. In a way, some of these measurements can be used for that. However, these are key benefits. Right? Now, when the quality is improved in an organization, in their processes, there are many benefits. In this illustration, I took it from a textbook. They nicely classify it into two main impacts. One is the cost impact, and the other one is the revenue impact. Now, here, revenue effect. When the quality is improved, product quality, process quality is improved, there are many revenue impacts. Check whether you can understand. When the quality is improved, the product image, service image would be enhanced. And accordingly, they can set higher prices. Can they? Premium prices for better quality products, better quality service. And then, of course, when the quality is improved, due to process improvements, they will be able to respond to the customer requirement faster. Response time would be lower. Processes will be improved for that. Now, one of you mentioned at the beginning, hello. When you are less focused on it, there can be unnecessary delays. But if you really want to improve the quality and all, you will overcome those issues and the processes become more efficient. Can you understand? That resulted in efficient service supply. Response time would be lower. Understand? There will be benefits to the customers. Customers will come back. So customer service level should be increased. Sales volume can be increased. And what is this? This price based competition can be reduced. What is that? Price based, not that. Right? The price based comparison in the market. What is that? Competing with other similar service providers by offering lower prices. What does that? What happens when you reduce the prices to compete better with the other competitors? Your profit margins becoming thinner and thinner. And all the other players are also compete based on prices. Industry profit margins goes instead. When you increase the quality, you can set higher price, premium prices. So profit margins can be. Can you understand it? That resulted in all these factors resulted in revenue increasement, and that directly affects on what? Profitability. Bottom line of the business. Profit fund. Understand it? That is, there are many debating. On the other side, it introduces to various other cost benefits. When quality is improved, what happens to cost? There will be time savings here because your processes are more efficient. Now you produce the right quality product first time, so that cost of detecting errors can be reduced. Cost of rectifying errors, rework, can be reduced. Does that make sense? You're following the discussion, you should be able to understand this. And then, of course, the cost of compensating customers can be reduced. One mentioned, when you produce defective without notice sent to the market, customers will return or may claim for compensate. There are many examples, maybe for well-known quality conscious companies like Honda, Toyota. They may recall their products, entire package, due to certain quality problems. They don't wait till customers file complaints. If they want to notice some mistakes, they recall the entire batch to their service centers, right? And they do the rectification. Before accidents take, sometimes there can be handle issues, there can be braking system issues, there can be engine troubles. They rectify. That's very important. I read last week or so now. Boeing, one of the leading aircraft manufacturers in the world, there had been one or two technical issues with their aircraft, one particular design. And as a result, due to 2 or 3 accidents with the aircraft of that model, passengers, their family members, and some governments have filed cases against the Boeing aircraft, Boeing manufacturer, for which they were liable. They have agreed to pay in $million for those victims, and they have accepted their responsibility. Can you understand? So, a huge amount of money. In addition to the payment for the victims, they have agreed to form another fund, work on product improvements, and then rectify the issues as soon as. Global situation is so with right quality improvement, they can reduce the cost of compensating cost. Does that affect the profitability? They can reduce the capital cost. They can also increase the productivity, can get the economies of scale benefits, and overall operating cost can be reduced. That will have a positive impact on. So in a way, when right quality techniques are implemented, they can assess these as let's say ratios, these as measures, whether we are improving work quality and our operations through these quality management. Can you understand it? So to answer this question, like what are the measures of success? In a way, there are different measures that we can identify, and what is the most important measure? Profitability. Impact of the profitability. Nothing else. Impact on the revenue. Impact on the operating cost, whether that is decreasing. Impact on these other costs and revenue. I think you understand. It's not just that you can answer one or two questions in the past paper. That is not the purpose of studying this topic. That shouldn't be the purpose. That something to learn from the past. You can definitely answer those past paper questions, one or two, when you go through the material. But that is not the case. You need to understand. Improve your way of thinking. Maybe question. Tell me quickly answer the first question and say, now who are using quality management in organization? What is the answer for that? Okay, this is the target. Who are using quality management technique? Who are using? Basically, there is this specialized management staff, we call them quality management staff, quality managers, quality executives, and then the other workers attached to quality department, like quality controllers. They are the ones who are mostly practicing them. But is that only their responsibility? All the operating level workers, operations managers are also responsible. In modern organizations, we believe that everyone, from top management to lower level operating staff, everyone has a responsibility. Implementing right quality management. Whether that is manufacturing industry, most service industry. Everyone, from top management to level managers to executives to operating level people, operating level staff. Now, for an example, say when you go to a bank, how the security staff, how the operating level workers is supporting customers to park their vehicles. Would that matter when it comes to their attitude towards the service they get? Understand? When you go to a private hospital, when you get into the lobby area, you don't know where to go, where the cash counter is, where the patient registration area is. Have you seen now in private hospitals. They have recruited staff and they'll train them to guide passengers, their guardians to the right places. They're asking you, what do you want, ma'am, where you want to go, what you want to get, things done. And then they direct you and guide you, right? And thereby you feel like you are welcome there and your matters were sorted. So, what they are doing, they've understood that as a very important part of service. They have nicely embedded to that industry. All these are coming under quality management now. Right. With all these details, now we can go to identify what are the different techniques used, what are the different, what are the differences between them, what are the different approaches and all. That we won't be able to cover in 45 minutes because there are many different techniques, methods, approaches, and I will just show you the scope and ask you to find more detail. We'll discuss on a few techniques here. Why? Don't have enough time. Are we ready? Not ready. Ready. There's a question now. One of your friends showed me in the past paper. You have a question like, what are the quality dimensions coming to our area? What are the quality dimensions relevant for products? What are the quality dimensions relevant for services and all? Now, I will take only 5 minutes to show you them and introduce you them. Right, somewhere in slide number 40. Slide number 40. Now, product in manufacturing industry. They produce products. Give example. CGL, they have whiskers. Those are products. Element House, they have beverage products in one line, and then ice cream and other frozen confectionery areas. Jumbo, they have furniture. Mobile phone assemblers, they have mobile. Those are products, right? For which the quality is assessed using different criteria. According to research findings, these are the common criteria. Common dimension used to assess the quality of product. According to this framework, there are 8. Some other frameworks, there can be 9, 10, whatever. Right? So at least be familiar with these 8 dimensions, that is right. What are those? Product, quality, value. You all are accountants, you are not going to produce products. Okay. You should know. Then, slide number 15 gives you another list. I have taken from another textbook. Now there are how many? 8 dimensions here. More or less similar. There can be few differences here. So accordingly, you need to pay attention and identify. I'm not going to explain things by way. This will not show up. Performance, basic concept of the resource, product. Features, in addition to the main performance, main feature, what are the other additional features? More features, higher quality. Video features, higher quality. Can you understand it? That is how customers feel. Third one, reliability. How consistent the performance is. Higher the reliability, higher the quality. Conformance. There are standards. Higher the conformance levels, higher the quality. Can you understand it? Just spend a little time. Don't understand, you have to take a little advantage. Durability is another criteria. The time we can use, lifespan of the product. Longer the duration, better the quality. Now, 6 point, that is serviceability. Especially for consumer durable products, serviceability is important quality dimension. That means how economically the product can be repaired in case of breakdown. Serviceability. So a restaurant you purchased within 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs sometimes. What if you can repair it in case of small breakdowns? You have to throw it away. Customers will not prefer that. Mobile phones, if they don't provide you warranty services at all, and spare parts availability, you don't go for that. Because for us, that is important. When you think of automobile brands, you would go for designs, brands that have already established in the market because they have spare parts, repair services. Can you understand it? Services. In the same manner, aesthetics means the artistic aspect of it. Different shapes, different colors, right? More colors, more designs, right? High quality. Because customers accept them also now. Say for example, mobile phones would prefer certain colors, certain shapes, whereas girls, female would prefer certain other colors. That is why they have different work. Aesthetics. For products, this is also another dimension. We call it perceived quality, which means perceived quality. Customers have already formed some ideas about the product. We call it reputation, and brand value. Those are also elements of quality. Now, assume now you go to the supermarket to buy some biscuits. There are a variety of brands. Let's say, fewer new varieties also. One coming under the CBL brand, another one coming under the Melbourne brand, and there are Kiss brand and various other brands. So, most probably, which brand you would prefer? Which biscuit, new biscuit, you would feel like more quality? You haven't tasted it yet, but what you feel like, which one would be more quality? Products coming under the familiar brands that you think their quality is high. So, reputed brand could be CBL brand or Melbourne brand, not the other brand. So the brand value, your previous experiences with the brand. Perceived quality as a part of quality. That is why we go for brand and discount. So for products, those are the main criteria used by customers. That is the quality of product. We call them product quality. When it comes to services, like hospitals, restaurants, banks, salons, education institutes, through research, they have identified the dimensions used by customers are different, and they are called service quality dimensions. Into a service cluster, which is customer service. You're dealing with the customers and all. Quality dimension different. Now, this is the most popular framework used for that. We call it SOAQUAL model. What is it? SOAQUAL, service quality model. Now, accordingly, there are these 5 main dimensions that are latest model. I hope you have come across it. Have you? Yes or no? No. So these are the 5 main criteria in SOAQUAL. Reliability, assurance, tangibles, and then of course empathy and responsiveness. Each one I think there is still little time to get the meaning. These are I have further given you some details here, what they mean, and then of course here in this place there are how many 10 determinants of service quality. There are different frameworks. You can go through this list also, 10 determinants, and have check whether you also as customers, they assess the quality of services based on some of these criteria. Reliability, responsiveness, competence, access to the service, courtesy, credibility, communication, security side of things. In this model, understanding or knowing the customer, and also tangible. They cover different. It's good if you can see how they are used in designing QMSs in service industries like banks, hospitals, and so on. No, don't just memorize them. But maybe in the exams, no. Just have an idea. In that, let's quickly move to quality management technique and approach. I will leave you to explain in the class. So check whether you understood everything up to this point. Now, do you have a somewhat clear idea we have at the beginning of this discussion? Final දැන් මොනවද දෙයක් තේරෙනවද? quality කියන්නේ quality කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? ඒක මනින්නේ ඇයි? මනින්නේ කොහොමද? වැදගත්ද? Right. You have an idea? What are the doubts? What are the areas that we should further discuss? Hello. Think about your requirement. What you want to know. Some doubts, some issues. Some concerns, some issues. I know. When exam questions, okay. Yeah. Now, since there are different dimensions and all, so if there's a question like describe product quality dimension or describe service quality dimension, which one would be appropriate? It's up to you. As a facilitator, what I have done is introduce you different framework. You as students, or you have the audience, understood something from me. You can record any model and demonstrate that. Okay, we know that, but this is how the quality of products are assessed using these dimensions. This is my answer. You can mention it and you can justify your answer. After getting through the Excel, we have to use this. That is the problem. Exact quality management, you have deeply given. So pay more attention to these concepts and techniques. That is very important. Right. We have around 20 minutes or so. Let's try to quickly identify different quality management techniques, approaches available. Right? It is very important. There is not only one technique, there are many. Because like operations management, quality management has a long history. From the industrial revolution to now, then 100 years, there have been various different quality management activities in it, and the current trends and everything. So, our idea is to give you a rough understanding about it. Now, slide number 25 and 26 here. 25 and 26 here. Would give you a quick idea. To give you a quick idea how quality management techniques, approaches have been developed. Right? So as you can see here in slide number 25 and 26, now we can divide the quality management techniques into these four eras, four main categories. Starting from inspection era, that is the most basic techniques, quality inspection. However, there are companies now, even now they are just doing just the inspection, not the other techniques. Inspections are the basic act. What do you mean by inspection? Hello? Inspection. Inspecting. What do they inspect? In the factory. Have seen what they inspect? Will. It's all about checking the final product. Inspect the final product. And check with the inspect whether the product is in line. So inspect the product. As you see here, it's all about detecting defectives or errors and rectifying them. So inspection is the most primary quality management activity we see. That is checking the final product. Sometimes they check all the products, 100% inspection. Sometimes they take sample because gradually they learn checking every product is more practically difficult. So they take samples and then do the sample checking and then make decisions. So even service industries, they do this inspection. Take randomly some customers and check with their service experience and verify. So such techniques we call inspection. However, for detecting errors and rectifying, there are different quality management efforts, techniques. Like 100% sample, 100% inspection, no sample inspection, no whatever. However, these are very basic. Please, these techniques are needed. What are those? Inspection. Then gradually businesses, especially quality management experts, and then there are in this field there are some statisticians, mathematicians. They have developed some statistical techniques, mathematical techniques to further improve the quality management. Right? And a lot of techniques are introduced from that, and more focus is on quality control rather than just inspection. Such efforts we call quality control efforts. That is the second era in the quality field. As you see here, they were using various different statistical techniques, process analysis techniques, and other quality standards to identify the quality problems in the process and manage the process, control the process, so that output of the process will be of high quality. Such we call quality control techniques. And those initiatives, those techniques are even used in medicine. There are various different statistical techniques and all. If I could show you a few now, when it comes to quality tools, most of them, except few, like histograms, scatter diagrams, check sheets, Pareto analysis, and then of course this one, statistical process control techniques. Those are the different techniques that are used in quality control. And now some services using it. So the details of them are listed here. For your reference, you will understand. In fact, I can discuss one or two of them. Name one or two. Those are few such techniques. When you talk to quality managers, manufacturing firms or service organizations, and ask what are the quality techniques you use, they might mention some of them. In fact, you as audit managers in your organization, you can also try some of them. Control the process and thereby enhance the quality of your service. Do we have enough time to explain everything? So prioritize. Tell me what about what you want to know. These are the most basic techniques, but still effective. I don't want to see that attitude, but I know that most of you are not. Knowing about these quality techniques, methods, and videos, these are very basic techniques. Okay, do you want to know something about it? So, cause and effect diagrams. Cause and effect diagrams. There is more than quality control purpose. It contributes to the other level levels of quality assurance. Quality assurance techniques. Right. Have you come across this tool before? Cause and effect diagram. Have you? This can be used for quality control purpose also, but more than that, quality assurance purpose. That is the next level. That's the next level. But for quality control assurance. Now, if you go further down, something like this. In the history, there are different quality experts. We call them quality gurus. Quality gurus who have introduced different quality techniques. So as this technique was introduced by a person, Japanese quality guru, Ishikawa. So this diagram is known as Ishikawa diagram or fishbone diagram. And little more detail, which is very effective technique, right, to isolate a quality problem here, right? What is it? Quality problem at the end, and they try to identify what are the different factors, causes contributing to that quality problem. It's a nice way to analyze the quality problem. What causes the problem? So the staff, maybe operating level staff, maybe the managers, may select one quality problem at a time and identify what are the main reasons contributing to that problem. Causes and effects. So that is, and these causes are mainly divided into four categories here, or five. One is methods related causes. There can be specific elements there. Materials related causes, machinery related causes, and manpower. So various different causes are classified like this and identify how they contribute to the quality problem. Can you understand? No. For example, think of a quality problem that you think relevant for audit firms. Quality problem effect that you experience on daily basis in your business. That you think a serious problem. that you want to overcome. Any problem that you want to overcome is your organization. Let me suggest something. One quality problem could be, if I just go by one of your suggestions, now clients may give you the project, what we call audit engagement, specify the scope of it, and then give you the deadline. You as the audit firm has the responsibility to plan it, implement it, complete it, and give the opinion or no before the deadline. Assume often there are instances that you delay delaying the audit engagement. Is that a quality problem? Hello? Is that a quality problem? In your industry, yes, it's a serious problem. Likewise, there can be other problems, but for the time being, they identify one problem at a time. So in this case, delays. And study what? Comprehensively study what causes these delays. What are the main reasons? And identify from the technique side, from the, in this case, material, that is the product side, right? Components and what are the other things, but in your case, you can use the other supplies. And machinery side, and then of course the manpower side, labor competencies and all. So classify them, and we can identify why this problem happens. Isn't that a good way to understand the problem? Then what you can do? Well, this is not only used to identify the reason. This is mainly used to remove these reasons one by one, eliminate those causes one by one, and then eliminate the problem. Can you understand? By removing the causes, you can eliminate the effect. Can you understand? That is it. For that purpose, this technique is very useful. Good if you can think of a problem like what I mentioned to you. When it comes to audit firms or accounting firms, you get, if you are coming from audit firms, right? You're going to become accountants, right? You need the chartered accountancy as well, as I know. Hello? Someone not following the chartered accountant? Not going to become auditors? Hello? All of you are coming from accounting, right? Accounting background. Now think of a problem like delays. Audit engagement delays. Is that a problem? Try to identify potential reasons. In your organization, what are the reasons? From the machinery side, from the technique side, from other supplies, and then of course your labor force, manpower. What is the purpose of doing this? Eliminate the causes one by one, and that was the quality problem there. That is avoiding the delays and meeting the customer engagement deadline on or before the client's day. Okay. So in the same generic technique, in the same manner, it can be used in other industries. That is the beauty of it. I think you understand it to some extent. Right? Now, and beyond this quality control, there are more systematic efforts in organizations, somewhere 1950s, 60s, 1950s, 60s, because those industries gradually learn inspection and quality control may not be enough. There should be some formal way of designing the quality management procedures, plan the quality management activities, and implement them. Likewise, so more planned and systematic actions are used for quality management, and that era is called quality assurance era. That is more proactive than these quality control or inspectors. They are more reactive. When the problems happens, they detect them and rectify. But assurance is a proactive era. You plan very in advance. What will happen? What may go wrong? And then make sure you have the proper procedures to avoid them. So that is where these quality management systems and everything come into play. So quality planning, problem solving, quality costing, and quality management systems became popular with that approach that we identified. So there are leading organizations now. Their quality management activities are organized as quality assurance. Where the focus is on managing for quality as an organizational responsibility, not as the responsibility of one or two individuals for quality management team. At least organizations should practice up to that level. That brings a lot of background. However, after 1970s, there was this new approach for quality management, especially in Japan at the beginning. They wanted to expand their automobiles and electronic products to the global market. After the Second World War, they want to expand their industries. So one way that they want to do is now there are European brands, US brands, which the quality is extremely high, but the prices are also high. So Japan came up with a strategy. They wanted to produce good quality products at low price. And for that, they tried different approaches. One worked for them. And gradually, a lot of other experts also have helped them. And later, that approach is known as TQM approach for stands for total quality management, which is somewhat an advanced approach compared to the quality assurance even. Right now, as you see here, quality TQM is kind of organizational wide approach. Everyone involved, from management to the lower level. Much broader and comprehensive approach that has many different techniques, methods, practices undertaken. I likely they became successful in Japan. So gradually, European companies, US companies, they study how Japanese companies are able to produce high quality at low price. They studied TQM practices, they also implement. Then TQM practices became more popular. Especially 1980s and 90s. So even here in Sri Lanka, this part of the world, some manufacturers have already implemented TQM and been successful. It's a comprehensive approach that has wide range of activities. So definitely there should be quality professionals or quality managers to implement such things. Have you been to a company that have implemented TQM? As I mentioned to you, like the MAS company, MAS group, they have implemented. Most of the export-oriented companies have implemented. A BSAA company, tire manufacturers, solid tire manufacturers, Camso have implemented. Now, service industry is also implementing TQM for better results. TQM has a wide range of activities. So they consider quality as strategic level concern, teamwork, staff empowerment, and not only that, the relationship approach involves customers and suppliers also in the quality management approach. So, please, there are various different parts of TQM. From customer-defined quality, top management involvement to quality as a concern of strategic plan to various others. Right? So it takes little time to understand how that is different from quality assurance and quality control. This is the most comprehensive approach for product management that we have now. Have a simple idea. Nevertheless, most of the other techniques, quality control era techniques, statistical techniques that we just identified, they are also used in TQM. Yet the approach is a little different. Find more details about TQM. However, that is not the end. Especially in 21st century, after 2000, TQM techniques were further developed and some more quality management practices we do. Like what? What are the latest quality management techniques, approaches you have come across? Hello? After TQM, what are the other developments? Yeah, based on TQM philosophy and going beyond. Just in time, one approach beyond on the TQM background, going beyond one step ahead, just in time final. That's one technique coming under TQM as well as we can understand it, right? So there are different concepts related to TQM. Just in time is one such technique, right? And beyond that, have you heard of something called lean approach? That is beyond TQM. On the platform of TQM, beyond lean. Six Sigma, zero defective. Those are the latest techniques, which are difficult to implement at the beginning, but more rewards are there. When implemented, such benefits are there. We run short of time, so I will stop it there, thinking that you will find more details about quality management. Can you understand the depth of it? Quality management has become critical in both manufacturing industries and the managers, accountants, future corporate managers like you all should study quality management in detail. In our subject, for managing operations, your knowledge on quality management is very important. That is why we had a topic, not just to answer the final questions. I hope you have a simple idea now what quality is, what quality management is, and what are the different quality management approaches throughout the history and the trends. Go through them and come prepared with some questions, especially about different quality techniques that I will help you with in the next. Otherwise, I will not be explained. You have to ask some questions. One way to learn more about it, you go to different industries, talk to operations managers, talk to quality managers, and find more practical people. Wherever you go as auditors, you can learn a lot. Can you? Obviously.